I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the results of what Nick Shirley has done, you know, what he's been doing in his reporting. I have never actually seen one of his videos firsthand. I've always seen them like secondhand reactors or him on the news, like short clips, things like that. But yeah, this is Nick Shirley interviews confronting anti-ICE protesters at New York City protest, at NYC protest. Yeah, I mean, anti-immigration. Gee, I wonder who would be against illegals being removed from this nation. And that's the thing. It's not about anti-immigration. It's or the anti-ICE. It's not about being anti-immigration. It's about anti-illegals. We don't want illegals here. Illegals should not belong where they have no right to be. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. If you buy a pass to go see a movie in the movie theater, guess what? Someone that doesn't buy a ticket doesn't belong to be there. You kick them out. Why? Because they don't belong to be there. Why does a theater have more rights than a nation? If a theater catches someone who literally walks in and sits down in a chair, doesn't have a ticket, or they do theater hopping, that kind of thing, going from screening to screening to screening in the theater, they're going to get kicked out. Well, why does the nation have to be like, no, it's okay just because we have this person over here who they need to see movies, okay? They need to see the movie. Why? Well, no real reason why. Maybe their life is hard. Everyone's life is hard. Why the heck do they get a pass? But yeah, that anti-ICE protest, NYC.
Would you rather have ICE or ISIS here?
ISIS here.
Get your ass out of here. That was good. You could walk up there if you would like. Get the out of here. Do you want me to escort you to the train? No, I don't. I would actually not want you to escort me. You can actually just keep walking.
Act like the white boy you supposed to be. Put a suit on.
I should
Put a suit on.
Right?
You know what I mean? You ain't playing the part right, dirty ass boy.
That's why your mom didn't teach you right. Because you think that you're welcome in this space. All these people.
You're on a public street, you moronic white Karen. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I'd get triggered just off of that. It's just, these people feel so gosh dang entitled, not realizing, okay, if you want to have your own personal building where you have your own personal rules, you have the right to hire who you want. You know, if you start your own business, the thing is, you have the right to exclude service to anyone. But when you're out in public, you become the actual problem when you start excluding people just because they don't fit your personal ideals. The benefit of being in the United States of America is we can literally be walking down the street with someone we absolutely hate without fear of them trying to take out our lives. Well, because we have the right to literally hate one another freely and openly. But we also have the benefit of being able to communicate with one another, because no ideologies are completely shut down, even though some probably should be.
We're telling you to leave. This is the white kind of privilege. You're an evil.
We are here in New York City at an anti-ICE protest. We're going to see what's going to be happening here on the streets. Here we go, everybody. What's your sign say?
Proudly representing my family members and friends who are scared to talk and protest and not scream for us.
Get out of there, woman. Get out of there. Like, that's the thing. If my cousins, if my tias and tios were out there, I'd be I'd be reporting them to ICE. I'd be reporting them to ICE. Why? Because they're disrespecting everyone who's gotten here legally, which the majority of my family, well, actually my entire family, came here legally. Came to the United States legally. I had a tio that came here for like a month, lived here for a month. My father's oldest brother didn't like it, moved back to Mexico. Moved back to Mexico. But you know what? He didn't care for it. He didn't care for it. Fine. Fine. It's okay. It's okay. Do what you want to do. But the majority of them all stayed. The majority of his siblings all stayed. But that's the thing. It's just like they all came here legally. Every single one of them. Why would you disrespect those who did the grueling process, the years upon years for most people of trying to get to the United States legally, and disrespect them just blatantly disrespect all their hard work that they did to come into the United States by saying all these illegals deserve the exact same. You know, these people that broke the law to come here, that cut corners to come here, they deserve to stay. No, get rid of them.
Yo, have you had any family members that have been deported?
And the sympathizers, get rid of them.
I don't want to talk about that.
No. Are you worried about your family being deported?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, no worries. Have a great rest of your day. You're passionate. What makes you so passionate about the No ICE movement?
Trump is raping a mental hospital.
Trump?
Trump is raping a mental hospital. That's what he's doing.
Really? I don't understand a word you just said. I have a question for you. Would you rather have ICE or ISIS here?
Access here.
You'd rather have ISIS here? Makes a lot of sense.
Almost.
That's not good.
Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists!
You know, that's exactly what a fascist would do. Literally target anyone that doesn't agree with them and try to push them into a corner and make them feel like their ideas don't belong in a society. That's exactly what fascists do. They try to remove any other think that isn't a part of the group think. That is fascism. It's funny how, like, I remember this was years ago when I lived in San Francisco for college. It was so weird because I would talk to somebody and everybody would sound exactly the same. Well, not everybody. There's always outliers. But everyone who was basically from San Francisco went to San Francisco because it's such a liberal location. And they would always talk about how they'll never conform. They'll always be their best self. But what was funny was all these people who do not conform to the group think all sounded like one another. Why is it that all these nonconformists seem to conform to a certain kind of ideology? It seems so weird to me. So I always joked about, like, every time I'd come across another one, this, if you know my personality, you know I'd do it, because I'd come across one, they'd start talking, and then I'd roll my eyes and go like, great, another nonconforming conformist. Because they literally would wear it as a badge of honor. It was like if anyone is a nonconformist, it would be those people who actually came to the terrible state or terrible city and didn't change. Maybe got worse. But oh my gosh, there's so much nonsense protest nowadays that it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, it doesn't. And they're all funded by foreign nations. That's what's funny is a lot of the protests that happen around the world are always funded by foreign nations. Sometimes are there situations where protests are actually done by the people? Yeah, of course. You don't want to negate. But when it gets to this kind of situation where they're getting in the way of roads, when they're causing violence, when they're being spiteful, hateful, and it's completely organized, it becomes, yeah, very coordinated.
Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists!
This man's passionate right here. Bringing the passion out here to the protest today. How are you doing? These are dying. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. We're having a good conversation.
No.
We were all just cool. Get out of here. We were all just cool a second ago. Get out of here. Man, you're not welcome here. Get out. Okay.
They don't like free thinkers. You have to be a part of the hive mind. You have to be a part of the hive mind. It's like, I'm sure most people have seen like that in like either sci-fi or fantasy, or there are always those genres where they're like the Borg, where they're like the insect hive mind thing, where there is one person in charge and everyone has to follow. And there's always that scene where the hero needs to pretend to be a part of the crowd, but they're always noticed because no matter what, they can't fit in, because you can never be identical to everyone else. That's why these groups end up cannibalizing themselves, because in the end, each person is individual and not a part of the complete ecosystem that the hive mind. They're not all copy paste. Each human is completely individual, that they will all have. Like, I have 4 brothers. Every single one of them has a different upbringing than I do. Every single one of them has a different upbringing than each other. Why? Because they will never hear the same kind of, never be in the same kind of situations, never have, and we all share the same parents. Okay, I'm a white American, so let's get that out of the way. They all share the same parents. Me and my brothers all share the same parents. We all had the same grandparents. We all had the same kind of situations in lives, the same kind of losses. But guess what? Me and my brothers are nowhere near identical. Nowhere near identical. We're completely different from each other. Why? We're all unique individuals. I found what I enjoy. They found what they enjoyed. They grew up their way. I grew up my way. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. The problem is for some reason, people think like everyone needs to have this weird hive mind. That's disgusting.
You're not welcome here, Nick. Get out. Nick, get the fuck out of here. How are you gonna go sit here and try to sit here and pretend like you're for us and you're over there in El Salvador? You were invited to the prison, sir, were you not? Were you not paid out to go flown out to El Salvador to talk about the prison, sir? I was not paid. Okay, so you went for free? So you paid to go there. And now you're so why? Why? Documentary purposes. What was your documentary there? Get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome here. You're clearly not for this cause, so get the fuck out of here. I'm here today talking to you guys. No, get the fuck out of here. No one wants to talk to you. Get out of here. A lot of you have talked to me, so. You can go on. Get the fuck out now. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Go on. Get the fuck out of here. The protest is leaving you. Go on. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Nick. Let me what? Nick, get the fuck out of here. Let me what? I'm not stopping you. Walk that way. Take the train back that way. Nick, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck the KKK. Fuck ICE and Donald Trump's criminal regime.
Get the fuck out of here, Nick. Oh, man. Nick, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Nick. What? I can't understand. Get the fuck out of here, Nick. Okay, that was good. That was good. Stop. Get your bitch ass out of here. That was good. You can walk up there if you would like. Get the fuck out of here. Do you want me to escort you to the train? No, I don't. I would actually not want you to escort me. You can actually just keep walking. Get the fuck out of here. Just trolling. I'm not trolling anybody.
I mean, it speaks volumes. Doesn't it speak volumes when the majority of the people that are protesting all cover their faces? The majority of them are covering their faces. Why? Because they don't want to be identified. Why? Because they're in the wrong. They're in the wrong. They're causing problems. If you keep spamming, I'm gonna ban you from the chat. It's getting ridiculous. I can see it. It's annoying when you're constantly chirping. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get a point here. I don't care. But it's like all of them are wearing masks. Or not all of them. The majority of them are wearing masks. They're all hiding their faces. Why? Because deep down, the majority of them know that they're in the wrong. They're in the wrong. It's just that whole kind of mindset where being on the right side of history, there is no right, wrong side of history. Whoever wins dictates what happens. The problem is you have the peasant with a story, you have the soldiers with the story on both good and bad sides. You have the winners with the story, you have the leaders, you have the rulers, you have so many people. You have so many people with so many different ways of looking at things that in the end, nobody knows what's real. Nobody knows what's real. I mean, history is written, but at the same time, how you go to a different location, they'll have a completely different story on what exactly happened. But it's just insane. Like you look, sure, he's not wearing a mask. But mask. Why? What do you have to hide? Or is it the hentai virus that's going around that they're afraid of?
Get the fuck He's the one following me. If you have a one-on-one conversation with the police officer, what would you say?
I don't know. I'd ask them if they know what they're complicit in, because I don't think many of them do, which is why they're standing here smirking at all of us, smacking their gum.
Do you think all police officers are bad?
I mean, they're part of a system that's broken, so yes, they are complicit, yes.
You'll all talk about cops all day. What do you want to know? 50-A.org, if you live in New York City, put in their badge number, find out how many allegations they have, how much they've cost the city, how much money they make. 50-A.org. Look up dirty cops, 50-A.org.
Should they defund the NYPD?
Absolutely. Abolish it, revamp the entire system.
Who would you like to protect?
Nobody deserves their own flag. Back to blue is a disgusting, abusive tactic. So all cops are bastards when we say that because they turn a blind eye to abuse. And if you see something, they don't say something, right? They turn a blind eye. That's what back to blue is, right? They back each other up. Therefore, all cops are bastards because they're all enabling a system that is harming people.
Who should protect the city?
original policing came from slave catchers, white men chasing black people, slaves. We know that. They don't teach us this in the history books. Slave catchers, that's where all these fucking fools came from.
Everyone knows what happened, and you can't say that people don't know that there were slaves on the United States. The U.S. is known for it. The U.S. talks about it nonstop. But people don't talk about the slavery that still goes on around the world. Why? Because for some reason, talking about what we abolished a century ago is more relevant than what the people are dealing with in their over the seas. Because they want to be able to feel like they're doing something. Because slavery still happens to this day. Heck, all these people protesting are literally in favor of slavery. That's what they don't seem to understand. Why do companies want to continue having illegals? Why do like farmers why are they so gung-ho about illegal immigrants being here? Why are companies so gung-ho about illegal immigrants being here? They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. They want to give someone scraps, which they would have to give a actual visa holder or a citizen far more. They want to pay pennies on the dollar instead of having to actually pay them a proper wage. And these people are here for slavery. They're here on the behest of the slave masters, protesting in favor of what they do. Because they don't understand what actually goes on. They don't care. They just hear, oh, people are being rounded up and sent out of the country. First, why are they here? What got them here? And then what do they do for a living in order to stay here? They don't know any of that. They don't care. They really don't care.
And then who should protect the city?
You abolish it and you start the whole system all over again.
No one likes
You put in more
nuance.
services to
Everyone always
homelessness,
wants to
community
revamp
activation.
the whole
We stop
thing.
putting so much money
Exactly.
into policing.
Exactly.
The police, they're not here to protect people, they're here to protect property. And as a woman that's called the police for TV before, they're not here for me. Women should never call the cops. Ladies, never call the cops for domestic violence. They're not here to help you.
Who should they call then?
Your community. See, white people, we have a big problem in our white community. White people, we don't know how to form communities. We don't know how to ask for help. We love silence. We love sweeping shit under the rug because you have to look a certain way, act a certain way, be a kind of certain way, right? That's white people shit. And we got to unlearn that because we're all being told a lie. When people start to speak up, we're called crazy. The second we start to speak up, white people were literally murdered back in the day when we stood up for black people because something must be wrong with them. Why would they be supporting black people? Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Fuck police. At least 40% of them beat their wives. They killed at least 30 dogs every day. Yo, you're a pussy.
I'm white, you're white, what should we do?
Oh my God, use our privilege all day, every day. Stand front lines. Yo, black people shouldn't even be fucking out here. It should be all of us fighting against white supremacy. We should be front line, protecting ourselves, putting our bodies on the line. What, you get arrested for a couple hours? Yo, sue their asses. Make 10 grand. Really. 1-800-SUE-CITY. Sue the police. It can go on forever. Real shit.
I wanna see you
I've been
get
outside for a while. I've been arrested. I think how many times I've been arrested? A lot.
Can I see you get arrested tonight?
I mean, I really would rather not get arrested, but I will. I will always take one for the team. It's
A free
revolutionary
10
shit.
grand. A free
I'm
10
just saying, y'all wanna fuck with us? Like, yeah, you sue them when they hurt you, when they
She's like willingly saying she's a problem. She's willingly saying she's a problem. Like, what the heck? We literally are encouraging this kind of delusional mindset. Again, it has to do with the fact that social media, even though it's allowed people so much access to learn so much, the sad thing is because these companies want money more than anything else, that they will feed you what you want to eat. They will feed you what you want to eat. They'll never give you the salad that you should be eating. They'll just feed you the nasty slop that you always eat. And the problem is, the people don't take it upon themselves to go out and get something different. Even if you think you know everything, it's always good to see like a counterpoint and try to listen to the other person's perspective. I mean, I'm going to be honest, like I normally zone out when people start to get emotional about situations because it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me. We're trying to talk about night and day, not how you feel about the weather. It's just... It's always weird to me. It's always weird to me. But yeah, they are so set on just wanting to feel like the world's their safe space without even understanding the fact that every single person feels differently. That's why you have like general laws. That's why you have like general rules. That's why you have like a general civil codes that people seem to normally understand. The problem is it's kind of gone out the window. But yeah, we're ending up with more and more and more of these Karens because they only ever see on TikTok what they want to see. They only ever see on YouTube what they want to see. They only ever see on Instagram what they want to see. Why? Because the algorithm feeds them what they want to see. Because the second they see something they don't want to see, they're closing out the app. And those apps, those companies get paid by having people addicted to their platforms, constantly watching the ads, constantly spending hours on there. So people need to take it upon themselves to go out and learn.
Lawfully arrest you for using your First Amendment right.
How much money have you made from getting arrested?
Enough.
Pay the bill?
Why the self-hate? Sometimes it even comes across as obnoxious and condescending. Like, without these white knights, non-white people cannot prosper. Well, that is the mindset. That is the mindset. You know, I am so superior that black people can do nothing without me. Mexicans can do nothing without me. Asians can do nothing without me. Indians can do nothing without me because I am so superior. I mean, that's literally what she's saying. And that could easily get clipped out of context, but that's literally what she's saying. She believes herself to be the most superior person. She's been given blessings. The thing is like, I know why I'm blessed. Like, did me and my brothers have a great life? No, my parents had way too many kids, but well, we had a great life, but were we financially stable? Like, no, it was tough. It was tough. I mean, heck, there was a month we were without water, but that's because the well dried up. Well, it didn't dry up, but we had to put in a deeper pool. But it's just like, there are those situations where when you are impoverished, you seem to deal with more of the struggles. However, I have cousins on my mother's side, you know, the white families, where they grew up, you know, a little better off. Like there's three cousins and 4 cousins, you know, on each sides of the family. And I feel like they're the ones that have the most like diluted mindset about what it means to be white, because to them, their parents, like, I saw it because I've seen it with my parents. Their parents worked hard to give them their life, to make sure they had nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. And then what happens? They grow up realizing, oh, my life is great. My life is great. Well, why are these people in bad communities suffering? And what hurt me, because I remember I had one cousin who she got a used car and was talking to me about how she's the first person in the family to get a used car. And I just looked at her and I'm like, you know, my family has never had a brand new car in our lives, right? Not one. Not one. Because they only live in their own minds. They only see what's directly around them. They don't care to acknowledge what else is going on. And it is tragic. It is tragic because they've made lives so comfortable. Like, parents have worked hard to make lives so comfortable for their children that their children become problems to society because they think the system's broken. When it wasn't broken, it was just parents trying to give their child a good life. I'm so glad that I was like in the lower middle class, a bit lower than that, I guess, that I could see it. I saw rich people, saw poor people. I was in the middle ground where I struggled with like the financial aspect, especially with having so many brothers, and we eat a lot. We eat a lot. But yeah, they just feel like they were gifted something better because they don't realize their parents worked harder for them. Their parents worked harder for them. I mean, is there racial tendencies in certain locations? Absolutely. Show me a place in the world where that doesn't exist. Show me a place in the world where they don't have biases. Show me a place in the world, I mean, what are you going to point at? The moon? The bottom of the ocean? Like, this is the thing. It's just like, no matter what, you can always break these ridiculous arguments with any form of logic, but it's not about logic. It's about how they feel. And in their minds, you know, black people need their support because black people are inferior. I mean, that's the whole reason a voter ID isn't allowed, because black people wouldn't figure out how to get a voter ID. It's like, what the heck?
Pay the bills at least.
Taxpayers, people should be mad about all these unlawful arrests. Taxpayers should be out here being like, why y'all wasting money? They're exercising their First Amendment right.
Using this money to pay her bills. You're trying to paint it out like she's like here telling defund cops, leaving the community to be harmed and like use this money to live her life? Like, you think she's freeloading off of these causes?
Oh no, I'm just asking if like the fine that
that's
she's
kind of
got
like your question
was
seems
enough to
very
pay the bills.
pointed.
I feel like you're not on our side.
No, I feel like you're definitely not. I know she's obviously not doing this.
I can just look at him. No
She's not
offense.
doing this to pay the bills.
What
She's
do
doing this because she cares about the
No,
community.
you're the typical white boy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh really?
I know you. I know your type. I married someone like you.
Really? What happened?
I did. I got divorced.
Sorry to hear that, man. I know we're stopping people. Giving everyone a voice
You got
out
that free Palestine?
here. Palestine, for real.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sad what's going on.
Okay.
Pretty sad what's
You
going
make
on.
money off this?
We're live right now. Stopping people. Got anything to say?
Please don't believe me. I beg you.
Anything you gotta say? You got 7,000 people watching right now.
No, I think I said what I said. Fuck wild. Fuck the police.
You did a very good job saying what you want to say. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, man. We're trapped right now. I don't know where to go. We're trapped. It's kind of hard.
You're white and privileged. You can probably walk right across the street. They'll let you.
See what happens.
Fuck 12. Black Lives Matter. Free Palestine. Free Congo. Free Sudan. Fuck ICE.
I have a question for you. ICE or ISIS?
I think ISIS is
Actually, get the fuck out of here. Like, please leave.
I was just asking
Like,
your
please
question.
leave. No, what? ICE or ISIS?
Okay,
You are
okay, okay.
Like, actually, get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
Get the
I
fuck
will-
out of here.
I'll leave now.
Leave.
All right, I'm moving. I'm going. Thank you so much, man. Here we go. All right, we're out of there. She chose ISIS. How you?
You notice they're even putting graffiti in places? Such a justifiable cause, right? Such a justifiable cause. They're defacing property, which someone's gonna have to go there and clean it. Putting more work for more people. As if they ain't immigrants. Yeah, exactly. They all are. But in most cases got here legally. Hopefully. Because I don't know if I'm allowed to tell that story. But I have a family member who found out someone in their family was illegal. Guess what they did? They spent the next year and a half legalizing them. Why? Because they didn't want to lose that family member. And guess what? That's all you got to do. You just got to go through the process. The problem is a lot of these people don't care to go through the process. Why is ICE going through their door? Well, people have been here for 5, 10, 20 years illegally without bothering to go through the process to legalize themselves. And it's tedious. Yes, it's absolutely tedious having to go from place to place, get paperwork, having to send it in, getting a notification, having to send it back, and then you have to file more paperwork. Then you have like the doctor's appointments, then you have the biometrics appointments. Yes, it is very tedious, very time consuming, but it's not really that difficult. But it is incredibly time consuming.
She chose ISIS. How you doing, sir? You enjoying the protest?
Yeah, you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, right here, dickhead?
I ain't no racist, sir.
You should.
Yeah, no, we tell you
You're
chill.
not racist, be a dickhead.
I ain't a dickhead either.
What you out here for? You out here for this shit?
Yes, sir. We're out here talking to the protesters, seeing what's going on. So,
The way everybody's responding to you, you must be
I
a
know they're
dickhead.
kind of getting mad, huh?
Yeah, obviously you ain't out here for us.
I'm out here just to hear
You out
people's
here like on some
opinions.
white supremacy shit. Because
No.
you're a white boy, and that's how y'all niggas act. You
Oh,
know what I
really?
mean?
There's a lot of other white boys out
word, I know. You probably like all this shit that's going on, the white supremacy, all this shit. You know how y'all took over this land?
Yeah.
You know, this used to be Mexican land and all that, Native American Mexican land?
Yeah.
You know, your people came from Europe, came over here and did shit and then built walls up, told them people they got to stay down here?
Yeah.
How would y'all like if somebody came over there in Europe and did that shit to y'all? How about we start cursing y'all, getting y'all out?
This guy obviously doesn't follow what's going on. What if we all came to Europe and did... Yeah, Europe is dealing with that right now. The U.S. just doesn't want to get to that point. The U.S. wants to make sure that it doesn't get to that point because Europe is done for. Racist MAGA, racist lefty are just the same. Exactly. It's the horseshoe theory. They're all the same. That's the thing. It's just like, it's better. It's okay to lean one way or the other. And what's funny is most people, like deep down, most people, they're not extreme. They're definitely not extreme. They just have few things where they lean one way or the other on some things. Like, there are things which I will lean left on. There are things that I'm absolutely right on. Why? That's why I'm like in the end more centrist. Why? Because I know what I personally believe. I know what lines I will not cross. I know, yeah, it's just about knowing who you are. And the problem is a lot of people don't know who they are. Again, it always goes back to like self-realization. Most people don't know who they are. Most people want to be somebody else. So they emulate what somebody they idolize does. They continuously try to regurgitate what they heard from others they absolutely enjoy, instead of finding out who they are as a human being. That's how they also end up in so many problems, because they're unhappy and they blame it on everyone else instead of, well, you're the reason you're unhappy.
And get this shit back to the Native Americans. How would you like that? Now your interview. How would you like that? How about these birds and shit?
Oh, I didn't finish what you were saying. They're just the same. Instead of thinking about issues calmly, they're listening to fellow humans. Both want to make others enemies and then themselves victims. Exactly. Because it's easier to get emotional and just get mad at the other person than to have to listen to reason. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it when my wife makes sense to me and literally belittles me because she's smarter than I am. I don't like it, but I have to just shut my eyes, zip my mouth shut, listen to her because she's smarter than me. She's smarter than me. But nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be called out when something that they think they know, they don't know. They don't know. And my wife is absolutely smarter than me. I'm a retard. That's why I always call myself a retard. Absolutely. But it's easier to get angry about something than it is to sit there, listen, and just have a discussion with someone. Social media incentivizes extremism. Yes, it does, because it keeps people in their own bubble. If you say a ton of extreme stuff in your videos and live streams, I guarantee you are gonna get a ton of subscribers immediately. Well, I think that's kind of funny, because I think I do say a bunch of extreme stuff when it comes to like incarceration, when it comes to like immigration, when it comes to like, I think I am pretty extreme. I think I'm pretty extreme. I'm a very violent person. Well, not really, but like I'm a very defensive, protective of my family, you know, that kind of person. Very, very prideful of my nation. Until I move to India, then I'll be very prideful of where I have my I like to be safe where I'm at, and I like to feel comfortable where I'm at. That's primarily it. I know there are always things that can improve everywhere in the world. There are always things that can improve, but oh my gosh, you know, you have the opinion of blinking twice if you are at gunpoint, right? No, I do not do that. I do not do that. I definitely do not do that.
Native Americans give it back to the original people of this land. Were you born here? Who? You. My people.
Well, giving it back to the indigenous people of this land. What's funny is the majority of people out there now are indigenous. My grandmother, Native American. I found out Caleb Hammer's relative, you know, another like financial streamer. He's like a quarter Native American. Like, it is so abundant how many of us are actually out there that are Native American. But because we don't jump around a fire wearing feathers in our bandana, whatever it is supposed to be, we're not Native American. But the thing is, they only do that when they're doing like a tourist attraction. If you actually go to the real indigenous lands that were given to them, there is buildings, there's infrastructure. They don't live like Native Americans of old. They're not hunter-gatherers. They're farmers. They're agriculturalists. It's so stupid. The whole thing is so stupid. It's just like, yeah. The majority of the U.S. has some form of Native American. Well, not the majority, but a lot of them do. Like, heck, there's the place I work up on the mountain. Everyone there is basically Native American. But guess what? Their Native American is like a quarter of them, half. But no matter what, they're all white. They're all white.
American, yes. My people are Native American, yes. They went for black people. Yes, I got a
inflammatory statements that get clicked on the algo. Well, that's the thing. I think I just need to start clipping out my best moments, which can be taken out of context. I can't subscribe to one ideology. Nothing is absolute, and just take few things from each that makes sense to you. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the sad part. Is like, even with illegal immigration, are there those few that came here, like, probably didn't understand what, because they were probably encouraged to. They didn't understand it's against the law because they just didn't fathom that. They're from probably a war-torn nation or from a place that constantly belittles their people, and they're in a dictatorship that they have no form of education other than what national education there is. And then they come here, realize they've done something wrong, and then they have to struggle and figure out how to do it. Like, I feel empathy towards those people. Like, I can understand how they got here thinking that they had a chance, only to realize they don't. But that's the thing. It should have been done as a case-by-case basis where people could claim asylum when it was absolutely needed, and then you do an investigation on that person claiming asylum. But we can't do that anymore. We can't. We just have to outright close all borders because it's become a massive problem. Become a massive problem. Because yes, there's probably 1 out of every million illegal immigrant who has come here actually wanting to do things, thinking they were doing things the right way. 1 out of a million. 1 out of a million. And that's insane.
You're European, right?
I'm here.
How about we purge this shit for the Native Americans? Are you with that?
Am I with
Are
that?
you with that?
Current day?
Huh?
Current day?
Are you with that?
To give everything back to Native Americans?
Yeah, we give it back to the Native Americans. You with that?
Go for it.
It's our land back,
Let's see what
motherfucker. You with that?
Sure, let's go for it. See what happens.
I know. That's why you're not here. That's why you're not here.
Mocking people saying we're on stolen land. Like, can you get out of here?
Talk to the
Like,
wrong
actually get out of here.
I'm late. I'm walking with you guys.
No one wants you here. Like,
You look dirty as hell, yo. You look dirty, bro.
I do look
You look
dirty.
dirty, bro. You look dirty, bro.
I look
You
dirty.
look dirty. Your hair and all that shit. Your body. Your clothes look like whatever. Your body, your face look dirty, motherfucker. You look stinky, nigga. Slime ball. Look at this dirty ass nigga. Dirty
so
motherfucker.
dirty. Very dirty.
Grease ball. Oh, fuck that. He gonna give me all day. This raggedy ass. Look at this dirty ass motherfucker. Put it on your face.
It is on my
Dirty
face.
ass. He need to take a shower, cut his hair. You know what I
I
mean?
could use
Get a
that,
clean cut. Act like the white boy you supposed to be. Put a suit on.
I should
Put a
put
suit
a suit on,
on.
right?
You
That'd
know
be
what I mean?
good.
You ain't playing the
Put a suit on, then you'll fit with the rest of them. Then you'll fit with the rest of them. Oh my gosh. These people are just insane. They're just insane.
part right. You ain't playing the part. You like a beach bum, nigga. You ain't playing the part right, dirty ass boy. Go get in the shower. You look tan as fuck. You trying to be
What's
black?
up?
Huh?
So
You
now
trying to get a tan?
it's a crime to be
Huh?
outside.
You trying to get a tan,
Now
motherfucker?
it's a crime to be outside. It's a crime to be outside now?
Fucking clown. Fucking
Wow.
No, it ain't crime to be outside. It's crime to be here when you stolen land. On stolen land. It's crime to be on stolen land. Talking like how you talk.
Were you born here?
Talking how you talk.
Were you born in the U.S.? Because so was I.
100%.
So was I.
Where your family come from?
Then were you?
Where your family come from?
They're-
How'd you kidnap? Where's yours?
My parents were born here.
Clown.
It's just like, yeah, he it was like, you're born here. You're born there. You have no say where you're born. You have no say. Is it a tragedy? What happened, well, 3-4 centuries ago? Yes, it continued on for quite a while, but I think it was about 2 centuries ago, well, more like 1.5 centuries before things kind of finally settled. But it's like, you want me to apologize for what happened to my grandmother? And it's like, no, I miss her, but no. Aren't black people also using stolen land? Well, technically, yes, but that's not the argument, because the argument is they were brought here against their will, you know, captured and sold by other black people from a different tribe to the white man, who then sold them as cattle to other white men or other black men or other guys. There were black slavers. There were freed black citizens that became slavers themselves. Why? Because there was a good market for it. A good market for it. And they all followed the money. Everyone follows the money. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. But yeah, it just like, he was born there. Like, I was born here. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? My parents bought this land. I mean, the structure's here now. There's no changing it unless another nation comes in and completely takes over, or a massive war comes about. Because the borders have been drawn and have been in place for so long now that it's gonna take a massive change for it to shift.
What? I can't hear you with all the banging. I can't hear you with all that banging noise. What are you saying?
Get the fuck out, Cracker. Get out. I got it.
Cracker.
I'm not even a counter protester. You realize that, right?
Well, you're not a doctor, right?
I'm not doctor.
Slave trade is still practiced in parts of Africa. Yeah. Parts of the U.S. All over the world. All over the world. It's just they have changed what it's called. Well, it's a very, 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 very small, normally for the elites, but it's changed in the U.S. to being illegal workers. Illegal workers. That's the new slave trade. That's the new slave trade, which is why they want them so bad, because they want that cheap labor.
Anybody. I don't care if you want me here or not. I don't care. I'm talking to everybody out here. I've had some, a hockey. What's a hockey? A honky. Oh, that's a good one. Haven't heard that one before. She keeps following me. I think she has a crush on me. I think she does. I think she has a crush on me. People here are telling me I was stinky, but she keeps following me around, so I must smell pretty good. That's a cool flannel. I was thinking about getting a degree at NYU. How about that? You go to school together? Probably not smart enough.
Probably not
Everyone's got
smart
2
enough.
flannels, 3 flannels. Oh my gosh, everybody. Wow. Cool. Let me just like catch my breath really quick. Hey, this guy. What's going on? How you doing? I think I've seen you on YouTube. Bro, let's see how far this. Let's see. Wait, you guys won't let me leave.
Push her.
Oh, I'll push her. Oh man. All right, we got NYPD coming. Let's see what happens. Hey man, they told me to come back on the sidewalk. You guys, they told me to come back on the sidewalk. Let's just. Yeah.
No one's touching him.
No, you just touched me. You just hit my shoulder. Actually.
I do it.
She hit my
Why don't you
shoulder.
fuck off, Nazi?
Why don't you?
Kill yourself, Nazi.
Really?
Yeah, kill yourself, Nazi.
Would that make you happy?
It would, Nazi.
Really?
I love when Nazis
Yeah.
die.
It really
They're
makes me happy because I'm not Nazi,
covering
so.
Oh, sorry, KKK.
Oh, I'm not KKK either.
Get out of here. No one's touching.
That's a funny thing. It's just like, call them names. Call them names. Like, those things mean nothing now. They mean nothing. Calling someone Nazis, calling someone the KKK, calling someone a white supremacist, it means nothing. It absolutely means nothing. And that's the sad part. That used to absolutely mean something. It used to be something that would trigger people to be like, oh, we need to absolutely stay away from that person. Now when people hear it, it's just like, huh, maybe I can get along with that person. Why? Because you're obviously annoying the right group of people. That's the sad part. That's the sad part, is they could absolutely be terrible people, but it just don't matter. Don't matter. It don't matter. Nope. They just call anyone they don't agree with something that it used to mean something. He should wear a hijab and watch all of them. Leave him alone. Yeah. Yeah. They would. They absolutely would. But he couldn't do interviews at that point. I think the point is to be there, ask questions. And the thing I like about this is he's literally on the streets talking with the protesters. He's not going into people's personal businesses like Tyler O'Veria and then, like, you know, doing an interview at that point in time. No, he's talking on the grounds to the retards. He's just talking to the retards, trying to understand where they come at this from. And then what happens is they just attack him. They just attack him, call him names, and he's just wanting to figure out, wanting to share what the what the mentality is of the people there.
Thank you, officers. Thank you, officers.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you, officers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful flag. What's your favorite part about Mexican flag?
Right in your face, buddy.
What?
Right in your face, buddy.
Thank you, guys. All right, let me let me move, maybe.
You gotta let it walk.
Stand where I want. Okay, yeah. If you want to stop walking the sidewalk, you
I
can walk.
actually wanted to get closer.
Don't tell him where he can walk.
Okay, yeah, sorry. If you tell me where I can stand, I can't stand here now. I'm not blocking him.
Yeah, you can't tell him where he can't walk. That's what they're saying. It's like, oh, you're telling me I can't stand here? They're changing like this thing. I hate these people because they refuse to listen to what's being said and they only hear what they want to hear. They are telling them that they have to allow him to pass. And they're hearing, oh, I'm not allowed to stand here anymore. It's the same thing when you're talking to these retards. Oh, ICE is going around and getting illegal immigrants. Well, why are they grabbing immigrants? They came here in good faith. It was like, wait, no. The illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. They do this gymnastics. It's become like instinctual to them, where they can't actually listen to what's being said. It gets translated in their own mind that they never actually hear what is spoken because they no longer have the capability to hear what is spoken.
Getting arrested. Getting real close.
I think you should arrest him. He's just harassing us.
I'm harassing you.
Listen, he's allowed to walk with you, right?
Yeah, he's welcome to.
I think they have a crush on me. I think that's the problem.
He's walking the sidewalk.
Triggering them.
I'm trying to walk, but he just keeps walking in front of me. Can I get through,
All right,
please?
you gotta let him walk.
He's touching me. He's on my phone.
I'm not on your foot.
You literally are.
No, officer.
Keep walking. Keep walking. You can't walk the sidewalk.
Man, you gotta let him walk.
Yeah, go ahead. Let him walk. Go. Walk away. Walk away. Let him go. You can go that way. Go ahead. Walk away. Walk away. Keep walking. Keep walking.
You guys aren't letting me leave. Look, now we... Jeez. All right, everybody. A little crazy out here. They're not letting me leave. Now they're letting me leave.
Yeah,
Going
you
on.
should go for good, bro.
I'm here just like you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not like me at all.
Okay.
At all.
Don't matter.
They wouldn't even stop recording people's faces, man.
What the heck happened there?
Yo, I think someone low-key might have tried to come and attack me, and they grabbed him. Now he's arrested.
Get up on the sidewalk. Just step back. Back up.
Yo, that guy might have been coming after me. Now that person, someone just kicked me from behind. Someone just kicked me from behind. Whoa.
Well,
They're
they're
pushing
pushing him.
I'm trying, officer.
The thing is they want him to get tackled. They want him to get hit by the officers. The thing is like, no matter what they do to him, to have him suffer what the other person got taken down for, he's not going to blame the officers, because the officers are reacting to the situation, even though it's not his fault. Guess what? He knows it's not his fault. He'll talk to the officers. The officers will apologize. They'll see the footage, and then they'll actually be like, all right, you're good to go. We'll apologize for the situation. They could even do a whole public apology for the whole thing. And then this mob will complain, well, why didn't this person get an apology when he was detained? Oh my gosh, psychopath, seriously? Absolutely, absolutely.
One of you about to get arrested. Push me again, I dare you. Push me again, I dare you. Push me again, I dare you. Holy cow. Wow, thank you all. Thank you, Andre Torres. We appreciate you. Thank you, Desert Doctor Cohen member. Thank you, Crew, for the donation. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for the donation. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I love when these people take photos of me because I'm ready to wrap it with stuff. Just more photos for me to put. Hey, I'll put them on my grandma's wall. What?
You got kicked out of LA, right?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you fucking did.
No, I didn't.
You're the same nigga that got kicked out in the fucking protest.
I didn't get kicked out.
Sure, you did.
Bunch of people started kicking at me. So, I should get a crowd. Kind of dangerous. Kind of getting popular on the internet, so it's more of a threat.
You're a liberal. Please don't call these crazies liberals.
No one can stop me.
It's the banner they fly, just like those crazy right-wingers that are MAGA. It just like, no matter what, they're exactly the same person. They're exactly the same person. They just decided to follow a different religion. Land of freedom, huh? Yeah. Allowed to do whatever you want, say whatever you want. It's just people have taken it to the extreme that the sad part is we're going to suffer the consequences from these kinds of actions. We will.
What I want to do is I'm showing you guys the truth of what's happening here in America. Nobody can stop me. They can try all they want, and no one can stop me. Because at the end of the day, I have it right here just like these people. They can't tell me where I can go, where I can't go. You gotta watch the video too. Every right go, everyone. Especially don't ever fall for that go crap. Don't ever fall for that crap. What's up? I have every right to be here.
White privilege. Get the fuck out, white privilege.
Now, so you get arrested tonight?
I mean, I really would rather not get arrested, but I will. I will always take one for the team. It's revolutionary.
I'm not instigating anybody. You're the one following me around. Oh, my bad. That's it, I'm sure. What?
Yeah, like, get out, yo. Look at you.
Be ashamed of you.
Yeah, for real. Yo,
What?
get out.
Be on your frat.
You're
Oh, they
making
should drop
money
me on my
off
frat.
of
I was trying to go to NYU, but they wouldn't accept me because they took your scholarship instead.
No, you're the worst kind of white boy, yo.
Really?
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh,
Get the fuck out! Fucking nerd! Speak into your fucking mic. Get the fuck out of here!
Say it. What do you want to say to them?
Get the fuck out of
Say
here!
it. Say it.
Fuck white boys. Fuck white supremacy. Fuck 12.
I thought you divorced the last white boy you married. Why do you want to sleep with them now? Huh? Words have meaning, and people have forgotten what the meaning are behind words. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. To intercourse with someone means something, but these people lack the vocabulary to actually explain themselves properly. because it's all about emotion. It's all about emotion.
Get the fuck out. Yo, your privilege is so strong. It's nasty.
Get an NYU because you're white.
Why are you here? Why are you here? I haven't just been going here. Fuck you, white boy. Fuck you.
Get the fuck out. Get him out. I've been right here. White safety.
Guys, I cannot make a leave. If you touch him and he wants to be a complainant, I'm going to arrest you, okay?
I'm not gonna touch any of you. No, I can be right here. I can be right here.
Everyone has to
Leave! Move! Look out of here! Punk bitch! Look out of here! Leave! Move! I got fuck out! Hey, I can be here, sir. I can leave. Nope, I'm here. A little bit, but I'm alright. I'm alright. Arrest him!
Guys, you got to stop. Don't touch him. Don't put that stuff in his ears. I'm telling you now. You're officially around here. We're going to clean up the arrest.
White.
That's it.
Make your dick feel bigger for fucking having the cops protect you? No.
Embarrass you?
Oh, now because they were harassing him and the officers literally told them to stop, they're calling it white privilege. It's not the fact that it's like 20 on 1. It's the fact that he's a white boy. Has nothing to do with the fact that they're harassing him. Absolutely nothing.
No, it doesn't.
I have not touched him.
Doesn't matter. Don't do that.
What law did I break? He's been shoving the camera.
You're in the public. You're shoving the camera in my face, man.
You're
Look at that
shoving the
camera.
camera in my
Oh my
face.
gosh, I'm so worried.
Oh, no, you should be.
I'm so sorry.
Tell us your name while you're at it.
Nick Shirley, go ahead and subscribe at YouTube. Nick Shirley. Thank you very much.
Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Oh my gosh. And that's the thing. He's keeping his phone far away. Far away. He's the closest person to his phone. She's literally put it right up in his face.
Go back to Old Westbury.
Old Westbury, what's that?
Go back to your fucking Long Island.
I wish I had a trust fund.
If you get knocked out, you get cash. Okay.
Jeez, wow. We're staying right here. When's the last time you called your mom?
I don't talk to my mom.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Wow. Let's just stay right here. You can engage with it all you want.
You don't have any friends. That's why you're here. You have no friends. No one loves
I
you.
know.
Your mama doesn't love
It's
you.
really tough these
Why
days.
you're out here by yourself. You're a little lone soldier, huh? You in the NYPD. You in the NYPD. You're sucking Timothy's dick. That's why you're out here. You
No,
want
I'm
to
not.
protect you? Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Yep, you're choking so hard on that book, you little bitch.
Oh, that's it. I
Happy
don't know.
Pride Month, faggot. Go.
Ooh, wow.
Hey.
Hope you have a great Pride Month.
I am.
You are.
Hello.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy you're gonna celebrate it.
Get out.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, white privilege doesn't exist. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
Don't touch him with that. I'm telling you now. You're gonna get arrested.
Oh, I can't hold up a fucking sweater. I can't hold up a sweater. Are you fucking serious? I can't hold up a sweater.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, but people just people leave.
Especially to walk up, but this is our right to be here. Get out of my face.
You have
You know they're on the wrong side when they're afraid to show their faces? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The majority of them absolutely are covering their faces. They don't want to be known for doing this. Because even though there looks like there's a lot of people there, even though they make such a loud noise, they're the minority. They are the minority. Why? Because the majority of people that actually add to society are at work right now. They're working. They're spending time with their families. They're actually doing activities with those they care about. These are people who are unemployed, uneducated, and don't want to do anything with their life. Want everything done for them. They have no real grasp on anything. They really don't, because they can't find any joy in life, that they get their joy going there and being a nuisance. Because they think they're with people that are like-minded, just like them. But the second they step a toe out of line, they're the next target. These people are ridiculous. No, I think white privilege does exist, but so does the Muslim privilege, Asian privilege, black privilege, etc., etc. It only depends on which part of the world you are in. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters, because we're all human beings. I understand that people, like, are there areas where certain people might have a preference? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I personally believe, like, companies should be able to hire whoever they want. They should. So if there's a racist company, they should be allowed to hire whatever race they exclusively want. They just shouldn't expect any other race going there for shopping. Because I believe like the best person for the job. I don't believe in like the giving the someone from a lower someone who's considered a minority in a nation to be given a better opportunity than somebody that's actually better educated than them. It makes no sense to me, because everyone has the opportunity to make some of themselves. I mean, how many people, like, what is it? The Man Who Knew Infinity, the poor Brahmin caste Indian whose family literally had no money, who then he ended up traveling to Europe and was like one of the biggest minds of all time. It's just like, you can get anywhere. You just have to put in the time, put in the effort. What? Elon Musk was was he a high school dropout or a college dropout? He was one of those. Einstein dropped out of a high school, didn't finish high school math. It's just, there are so many people in the world that have provided something for society, but guess what? They didn't actually go through the proper channels. You can always get to that point, but you got to put in the effort. You got to put in the effort. And the door is open for everybody. You just got to put in the effort. The problem is, a lot of white people don't want to put in the effort. That's the sad part. A lot of white people don't want to put in the effort. That, guess what? Most of the jobs in the US go to hardworking people from around the world. People from China, people from Japan, people from India. They don't go to Americans. Why? Because Americans don't work hard. They don't work hard. Why don't they work hard? Because they were given everything in life because their parents worked hard for them. Their parents worked hard to give them a comfortable life that for them, they never want to grow up. They never want to grow up. But that's the thing. You always have to do your part. You always have to do your part. Like for me, I've done chores since I was like 13 years old. I've washed my own sheets. I've had to make my own food. I had to take my own medication. I had to, I was not on my own, but I had my own responsibilities. Me and my brothers. Yeah, his life was tragic. Yeah, I can't, Raman Nujan. I need to see the movie. But yeah, his life was tragic. Learning his life was just, it was sad. It was sad. Died way too young, especially with the fact that they're still trying to figure out what some of his ideas were. Like, if he would have lived a little longer, he would have been like praised as like Einstein, because he would have brought a lot of his mathematical scribbles to fruition. Just imagine seeing the world like that, that way, as like a giant math problem. Everything can be solved through math. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, there's always opportunity for people, but they need to work hard. They need to find their calling. And apparently these people's callings is just being a nuisance.
I'm not even doing anything to you guys. You're the ones coming after me. Making up shit, like, you know, like it's not a law. Everything just goes to jail for 6 hours. No, get that shit out of my face. Like, don't put that in my face. If you don't want violence, you should remove the cause of violence. I haven't caused any violence.
Yo, it's your lack of awareness
Really?
that you're in a space where you don't belong. That's when you leave, because you're polite, right? That's when you're courteous. That's why your mom didn't fucking teach you right. Because you think that
You're in a place you don't belong. On a public street. You don't belong here. What the heck is wrong with these people? What the heck is wrong with these people? That's just crazy.
welcome in this space. All these people are telling you to leave. This is a white kind of privilege. Yo, you're fucking evil. Evil.
Ooh.
You all too backing this up. It's a problem. The cognitive dissonance. You don't understand. You're not welcome here. This is a privilege.
What's up? I'm alright.
Yo, you're a fucking rapist.
Because the moment I leave,
you rape women.
The moment I leave, I do not rape women. I do not rape women.
Yeah, you do. You're a rapist.
Really?
You're a rapist.
Yeah, isn't he like still waiting for marriage? Yeah, I think that's what, like, he's gone, like, talked about it. Like, yeah, he's supposed to be like one of the cleanest people out there. Good for him. Good for him. Hello, I'm Underwater. Someone help me.
That's what they do. They just slander you.
You ignore women. You ignore the needs of all these people. All these people don't want you here, yet you choose to stay. That speaks to you.
You could be quiet.
I'm never going to be quiet, especially when a man tells me to be quiet.
And you could stop talking to me, and that'd solve a lot of your problems tonight.
Hey, listen. Your dick is the size of an eraser.
Oof.
You have no fucking common courtesy.
This thing keeps touching you. Do you want us to make an arrest here?
That ZT never shows up? What the heck? That's
Hey,
weird.
this is the last time I'm telling you. If any touches the guy again, I'm sending guys in. We're gonna arrest you. He's not. We're watching it. We're all standing here. What's the matter with you? I'm telling you now. Next guy.
You know it's not against the law for us to stand next to this person.
ZT. She needs a mirror. She's white too. Well, the thing is, she identifies as something different. So because she identifies as something different, she is something different. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, that's just nonsense.
Wow.
You piece of shit. Shut the fuck up.
Who are you guys talking to? Wait, now they're yelling at me. No, we're behind you. Why are you guys mad at me for being here? What? What's my name? Nick Shirley.
That's a stupid fucking name.
What's going on? What? What's so wrong? What? What did I do? What did I do? Seriously.
Wow, this is great.
What?
You white supremacist motherfucker.
Hey, easy. What? There they go. Guys got Gatorade all over me. They're going for him. They're getting him. Yeah, run, boy. Go get him. Holy cow, can you guys hear him? Mike good? Yo, Mike good? Everyone give me thumbs up in the chat. Mike good. Mike good.
Mike good.
Our streets. Our streets. Our streets.
I'm good, thank you, sir.
I got wet too.
You got wet too? We smell like Gatorade now. Now we smell like green Gatorade.
Oh, yeah. That's what is it?
Great Gatorade. They poured Gatorade on it.
Oh,
Gatorade
hell
on
no.
it. Yeah, I know, man. Stay safe, all right? God bless you. I like that necklace right there. Rest in peace to your mom.
It's not really safe for you in there.
I know, but
It's a more. You can one second.
y'all, look at
I'm not
it.
making it. I'm not making it.
Still throwing stuff.
But I'll prefer if you cut. It's just getting too hairy.
I know. I worry if I leave, then someone's gonna follow me out.
No,
so
no,
that's
I'll
the other thing, all right?
guys go.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, we're heading out.
I'm gonna have these two guys. Guys, just go in and we gotta go.
Probably the subway.
Let's go.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh, look at your white privilege. Yo, white privilege.
Peace out. Peace out.
Fuck you,
Have a
white
good one.
privilege.
Have a good one. Thank you, officer.
He's just being
Wow.
so polite with all of them. He's
Heading out of the
just
protest right now.
being
NYPD,
so
here's how safe.
polite.
I was really worried if I did leave, someone would follow me. 'Cause you guys saw what happened.
yeah, it would have gotten
Back.
worse. If he didn't leave, it would have gotten so much worse. It would have gotten so much worse. Yeah, that was the first time checking out one of Nick Shirley's Nick Shirley interviews. Nick Shirley interviews. Oh my gosh, so he was live for that. That's just crazy. That's just insane. But these people, they're all emotional based. They're all emotional based. I don't think they truly understand how to formulate a topic of discussion. It's always just attack, instead of talking what their points that they're there for, and then waiting for someone else to say their points. No, it's just attack. I don't understand why. It's so crazy. Give me white privilege. I identify as white. I'm brown. My identity in black and color. My identity in black and color. Yeah, just identify as white. That's what's funny. It's like Dave Chappelle. Crap, it was like late 1990s, early 2000s, where during the Chappelle show, where they literally had that segment where he was a blind black white supremacist. A blind black white supremacist. The fact that that's the thing, it's just like we've gone so far to where what was satire like 2 decades ago is now the real world we're living in. What would have been seen as just outright nonsensical comedy is literally the world we live in. I mean, they always say truth is stranger than fiction, which is crazy because who would have thought that people like Dave Chappelle and comedians of the past predicted our future? That this is where we're going. What the heck? What the heck? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Why? Why? Oh, because I just don't understand it. Why can't they just, that was the first episode of Chappelle's Show. It was freaking loved it. Freaking loved it. That was like one of the best. He literally created a whole new genre of like the sitcom. He created a whole new genre with that Chappelle Show. It was great. It was great. But that's the thing. It's just like, I hate how people just can't sit down and just talk with one another. And people need to understand that no one will ever see eye to eye. Like you all will never see eye to eye with me. Why? Our lives are completely different. Our lives are completely different. However, the great thing is we can always find common ground on one or two things. Not everything. I mean, if you're lucky, you can find 99% of what you agree on in someone else, but you'll never get the whole 100. Because we're just too different. We're just too different. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can completely be different. You can completely be different. But there's nothing wrong with that.
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.